Well, good morning, everyone. And once again, welcome to another live this morning. Hope you're having a great start to your day. Let me just turn on all the lights here. There we go. How are you guys? Put my sound system on. Here we go. Okay, Andrea, you're numero uno this morning. Good to have you on with us, Andrea from Niagara Falls. Let's see if the Trinity... Amber from New Jersey. Numero duo. Rosalinda. Kevin. Janice, how are you? John from Elgin, Illinois. Nativity. How are you? Fran from Orangeville. All our dear friends. Okay. Sandy, Chilliwack, British Columbia. Linda, good morning to you. Nick from our staff. Mike from Norland. April, good morning. Doc McEwen, our dear friend from West Tennessee, University of Tennessee. And Jocelyn, hello, Joss. Keith, who was that just before you, Keith? I missed somebody. Georgie, Halifax, Nova Scotia. Deb, good morning to ya. Diane, T-Bay, Thunder Bay, how are you? Laurie, Alberta, bright and early. Joanne, Timmins, how are things in Timmins? Cecilia, good morning. Cheryl from Texas. Sue, Bolton. Joanne, Berks Falls, beautiful area. Maria, Portugal. How's Portugal? Good morning. No, what would it be? Marianne, Nellie, Rain Cloud from Michigan, good morning to you. Marla, good morning, how are you? And Donna, saying hello to Arlene and Elaine. Denise, Kristen, Saskatchewan. Judy, how are you from Port Perry, Ontario? Heather, Miramichi, Teresa, Dave, Muskoka, Bev, and Diane from LaSalle. Good morning, Diane. Elaine, saying hello to Arlene. Eileen, and Sherry from Mississauga. Cletus, how are you this morning? Marilyn from beautiful PEI. Wanda from Virginia. Cindy from Halifax. Donna, Park Hill. Carol, Mount Pearl, Newfoundland. Elaine saying good morning to Donna. You guys love each other, don't you? Tina. Sylvie, Sault Ste. Marie, Veronica. How are ya? Carol, up in the clouds. I didn't see Brahim this morning. Did you guys? Sandy, Vancouver, Washington. Bonnie, how are you? And Karen, good morning. Laurie from Cambridge. Susan, how is you? Cindy, Saskatchewan. Couple of more guys. Barbara, South River. Rita, and Dave, and Carol, Wasaga Beach. Cheryl saying she's loving Texas. Dave from New Brunswick. Oh, saying hello to Paul in New Brunswick. Suzanne, you guys are always saying, Portugal is 5.5 hours ahead of us, almost. So good afternoon, Portugal. Donna, Johanna from Georgia. I haven't seen Brahim. He must be taking the day off. Okay, we forgive him because we love him dearly. Rita, cool in French River. Yeah, it's cool in Sudbury this morning. Sue, Babita, how are you? And Vanda, how are you? Joyce, first time live. There, Joyce, and there's Brahim. Nina, Joyce, thanks for posting that. Guys, if this is your first time or whatever, we love to hear from you. Thanks for joining us on the Doctor Is In podcast. Okay, what I want to talk about this morning, okay? Nothing of this will be new to you. We're getting so I get a lot of questions, guys, every week on, I've been in practice, almost 50 years I was in practice, and there never was a day that I didn't have to answer questions on weight loss. It's still, and now we got designer drugs around weight loss, right? I mean, it was designer surgery when they used to do the stapling of the stomach or reversing the stomach. And I used to, because you have to understand, I had a weight loss clinic. Part of my clinic, we had I did the biomarker testing and all that, but I had a weight loss clinic. And it was very popular. Very popular. And to me, there's so much confusion out there. And I just want to sort of go over some of the big things, like I used to tell people, don't get into the weeds. Here's some very basic things to understand when it comes to weight loss. And again, guys, none of this will be new to my listeners and followers, okay? None of this will be new. But you know what? I'm into repetition. Teaching, repetition. Okay? And I always tell my audience, and I don't do this just to build you up, even though I like building you up. We got the best audience in the podcast industry. We have the best audience in the healthcare podcast industry. We do. Because whenever I test you, teacher, okay? I might have told you this even in my radio days. I always said, when, Lord willing, if I ever stop seeing patients, which I did almost 5 years ago, I want to teach. And, what a better venue than to do it on a podcast daily. And again, I give you guys credit for this, because where would I be without this? Where would the Doctors In podcast be? Why are we getting millions of downloads? You guys. And you share it. You tell others. It's word of mouth. Now we do. And Facebook does it too, because we're popular on Facebook. We're almost at 90,000 followers on Facebook. Okay? Facebook loves that. And their algorithms work that way. So anyway, what I'm saying is, there isn't a date that goes by that I don't get asked about weight loss. And then there's supplements coming out, the medication, the GLP-1s, Wegovy, and, you name it. They're designer drugs, guys. And I caution people, and I understand, I really do, I understand the frustration of people. Like, weight is a difficult thing, okay? And I gotta tell you, like, my story, many of you know it, but I'm just gonna remind you, I fight every day to keep my weight down. Some of you might not know that about me. A lot of you do know me because I've been around for so long. But I fight weight every day. I have to. I gain weight easily. Okay? So for me, this is personal. Okay? I fight weight every day. And I got to keep on track. Otherwise, I'm going to lose the war on that. Okay? So I'm a sympathetic high priest, if you know what I mean. Okay? If you read the book of Hebrews, it talks about Jesus being a sympathetic high priest. Why? Because he knows what we're going through. He went through it. So for me, I know what people, when they're talking about weight loss, I know what they're talking about because I'm a sympathetic person to that. Okay? So let's just go over some big bullets. Let's go over some big bullets that will help. And again, nothing is new here for my audience, but I'll repeat it. Okay, let's just talk about some big bullet. Number one, okay, we're talking weight loss. It ain't calories. It's not calories in and calories out. I've been teaching that for years. Don't wait for me to change my mind. I'm right about this. It ain't calories. It's not calories in, calories out. The old mantra for almost every physician, dietitian, whatever, eat less, move more. Guys, okay? If you don't struggle with weight loss, eat less, move more, might be easy for you. But it ain't calories. I always told people, it's fuel. It's fuel. What type of fuel are you using? You want your body, and forget weight loss. If you just want to put weight loss over here and talk about what your body needs, it needs nutrients. It needs the bioavailable nutrients that come mostly from the animal kingdom. And I've proven this to tens of thousands of patients over the years. It's not calories. I don't want you counting 1 calorie. Don't count. Don't count. Okay? Not calories in, calories out. If it was, then you wouldn't need any weight loss clinics. You would just say, cut your calories and move more. And doctors still tell people that. They're not taking into consideration hormones, which is a big factor. I found in my office, most people that had struggled with weight, they had major problems with their hormones. And their thyroid was crawling along. Their metabolism had slowed to a crawl. And they were dominant in estrogen, dominant in insulin. Their thyroid, when that happens, your thyroid slows to a crawl. Your thyroid is your gas pedal. It's fuel, guys. It's fuel. It's not calories in, calories out. Here's another one. Again, just overarching principles of weight loss. Your breakfast is not the most important meal of the day. Brought to you by Kellogg's. Where did that come from? The most important meal of the day is your breakfast. No, it's not. Every meal's important. Okay? And unfortunately, people think that breakfast, this, and they usually get this wrong because they're eating the wrong foods at breakfast. Okay? They eat the wrong foods. And, one of them is cereal. Like, folks, I hate to tell you, Because they think, well, it's not only breakfast, but it's fiber. Fiber. Can't live without fiber. It's not fiber, guys. You need protein. You want your metabolism to work? You need protein and fat. In nature, it comes in the animal kingdom. Protein and fat. And you can have an avocado. Okay? It's got a lot of fat in it. Not that much protein. But you know what I mean? An egg. Look at an egg. Really? What's better for you than that? What's better for you in the morning? You want to get your body burning the right fuel. Then have bacon and eggs. I had a patient tell me, Doc, I can't have bacon and eggs without toast. What am I going to dip my eggs in? I got to have toast in my hand. I said, pretend. Just pretend. What? Pretend you got toast. You don't need toast. That toast, I don't care if it's 12 grain. It's going to be sugar rapidly. And sugar turns to fat. Fat don't make you fat. Sugar makes you fat. And people still, it's amazing, don't get the memo on that. You go back into the late 60s and early 70s. Dr. Atkins, and he was a cardiologist, he wasn't a dummy, but I was talking about eating fat. I wrote a book, Eat Fat and Get Lean. Eat fat and get lean. Want to see it? Stuff on my... Eat fat and get lean. Should reprint that. Okay? So, breakfast is not the most important meal of the day. And if you're going to have breakfast, I got no problem. You want to have breakfast? I love breakfast. I love bacon and eggs. I love sausages and eggs. I love toast too, but I don't have them. And if you're going to a restaurant, I'll give you a tip. You're ordering bacon and eggs and the big breakfast, tell them to hold the potatoes and hold the bread. Now that's not easy to do. Hey, I'm paying big money here. Yeah, but if you don't need the bread and you don't need the potatoes. Have the bacon and eggs. You'll never gain a pound. And you'll put your body in a fat burning mode. That's what you want. Okay? It's not calories in, it's not calories out. Breakfast is not the most important meal of the day. Protein and fat are the best foods to eat. Eggs, meat, cheese, dairy. You want to have yogurt? Have yogurt. I don't care. Just don't plain Greek yogurt. Has some sugars in it because dairy has some sugars in it. Very little, but it has some. But that's all right. That sugar ain't gonna make you fat. I guarantee it. Have cream, not milk. What? It's not calories. You can have some cream. It's not calories. Look at all the calories in cream. Yeah. But it's a different fuel. It burns differently. Your body will appreciate it. Your brain is made up of fat. And the fat that you're eating or having a little cream in your coffee, okay? I don't know why you want to do that, but if you do, okay? That's not going to go to fat in your body. That will be burned as a very good fuel. Okay? Cardio is overrated. You know how many people I took off the treadmill of their life? No. Seriously, I got thousands of people who thought the treadmill was the best thing for weight loss. Now, I'm not telling you that you can't go on a treadmill. I'm just telling you that isn't the best thing for weight loss. Do you know how many women came to my office and said, Dr. Martin, I'm on that treadmill. I do 45 minutes or an hour and something, and I watch calories being burnt off, and there isn't that many. I said, can I stop you? Can I give you a little piece of advice? Can I change your habits? And by then they were frustrated. By the time they got to me, they were frustrated. And they said, I'm all ears, Doc. Okay, let me give you a little tip in the gym. Get strong. You know what's better than cardio? Muscle. Because muscle is storage bins. Much better to store fat from the sugar, from the glucose in your muscles than store it in your liver. And when the liver is full, your body will make fat cells. And almost everybody, not everybody, but almost everybody have an unlimited capacity to store fat. Muscle is on your side, guys. Not only for your bones, because those muscles anchor into your bones. And ladies, I can't emphasize this enough. Get strong. But in a weight loss program, muscles are on your side. Again, it's not calories. Protein helps with muscle, but you need to get stronger. Okay? I don't care how old you are, get stronger. Because muscle is an endocrine organ. The more we study muscle, the more we understand when it comes to your metabolism, when it comes to your body storing. You want extra bins. You want extra bins. Put that in muscle, and your body will get rid of it. It's unbelievable, guys. So cardio, way overrated when it comes to weight loss. You want to do some cardio, good for you, but you better be doing you better be doing lift heavy things, even your own body, if you can do a push-up. Get the stretch, the elastic bands, and, I like a gym, but if you don't go to a gym, you can still get strong. Okay. Very important, guys, what you drink. This is the biggest mistake that people make when it comes to weight loss. I don't know how, I know this has been going on for a long time, okay? The last 50, 60 years, okay? People, they're always looking for new things to drink. And they don't realize how their body, like the worst thing you can do is drink fruit juice. Okay? God gave you fruit to eat, not to drink. And drinking, it goes right to your liver. And when your liver gets packed up with that fructose, it turns that rapidly into fat. And then when your liver is full, your body is making more and more and more and more fat cells. You have no idea how many people I got turned around when it came to weight loss. I said, tell me what you're drinking. Oh, I have orange juice every day. Stop it! Doc, I don't like water. I didn't say you had to like it. I said, start drinking it. 3 weeks from now, you will thank me. What? 3 weeks from now, I said, I know you don't drink water. I just looked at your blood. You got molasses for blood. But why are you drinking juice? Stop it. Soda, stop it. The problem with diet pop, you're still, even though there's no calories in it, there's a proof, by the way, okay? It ain't calories, it's insulin. So even when you're drinking a soda, your body is using insulin. And you're going to develop more insulin resistance. So don't fool yourself with that. This is a habit, guys. Learn to drink water. You'll thank me later. Tens of thousands of people. Even in my hometown, because I practiced here for so many years, right? People come up to me, Doc, you got me drinking water. Thank you. I told you you'd thank me later. And this is years later. No, but they thought, I drink water. Oh, Doc. A lot of women do this. Oh, Doc, thank you for getting my husband to drink water. You're welcome. I showed him his blood. He's going to have a heart attack. Start drinking water. I don't like water. You'll shut up and drink it. And you'll thank me later. And drink coffee. If you're on a 30-day reset for people, which, by the way, wasn't built primarily for weight loss. It was built to lower insulin resistance, to get you off the metabolic syndrome train, to get you off the Titanic. That's why I developed that. I was measuring insulin and cortisol and people, their triglycerides and their cholesterol, and they had high triglycerides and low cholesterol. And I said, you're going to have a heart attack. Get on the reset. It'll fix that. And by the way, have you ever seen my chart? I have it somewhere. If we could just think of where I have it. Okay? I have a picture of, fat is behind bars. Have you seen that one? Let me just see. If I can find it fast, I'll show it to you. If I can't, let me see here. I probably have it somewhere in one of my books. Anyway, I don't want to take too much time. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay? You don't even see it that well. Okay? What do you see there? Fat. Behind bars. And who's out in front? Who's the jail guard? Insulin. You can't burn fat in the presence of insulin. So, you can't burn fat in the presence of insulin. Insulin is a fat storing hormone. That's why the metabolic reset works, even for weight loss. And by the way, okay, I'll show you another thing. You know me, I'm very visual. You know how much this is here? This is 5 pounds of fat. 5 pounds. It's a foot long and 6 inches wide. Dr. Martin, a lot of women did this to me, okay? They come into the office on the second visit or whatever. I only lost 5 pounds, Dr. Martin. They're mad. They want to take it out on me. But I wouldn't let them. Well, I would let them burn off some steam, okay? And then I would take out my 5 pounds of fat. I said, look at this baby. What did you just lose out of your body? You lost 5 pounds of fat. You didn't lose muscle because of what you were eating. You were losing fat. 5 pounds of fat is huge. And this ain't calories in and calories out. This is eating the right fuel so you burn fat. Isn't that the best thing to do? Isn't that the healthiest thing to do? You burned off 5 pounds of fat. And you'll notice it more in your shape and in your clothing than on the scale. I often had to get people to throw the scale away. Okay? Here's what I like about a scale is once you hit your goal, okay, once you hit your goal, guys, on goals, I'm a very goal-orientated person, okay? I really am, okay? And I used to try and pump my patients' tires, set goals. I did a lot of motivational speaking, not only in my office, but I did a lot of conferences and motivational speaking. And I used to tell people, set goals. See yourself differently than you see yourself today. Set goals. Visualize that. I'm going to succeed. Okay? I don't care what you guys do. Because there's always going to be the negative people around you. There's a lot of negativity around you. Oh, you don't look good in that dress. And are you putting weight around the hips? They think they have a gift of discouragement. But you set your goals and stick to them. Okay? And you see yourself burning this stuff, burning that fat out of your body. This is a dangerous thing around your organs, guys. If these saddlebags are sitting around your hips, okay, I get it. You want to lose that? I'm on your side. Okay? If this saddlebag is in your belly, it's also around your organs. It's around your heart. You don't see it, but it's there. And when you start burning that off, when you start losing that, your body takes that fuel and gets rid of it. And I'm telling you, it's the healthiest weight loss because it ain't calories. You're not starving. Eat the right fuel. I can't emphasize that enough. Okay? I can't emphasize it enough. Set goals. Be realistic. Okay? Be realistic. and form habits. I'm big on habits. I never liked water before. Now I like it. There you go. You formed a habit, and now you'll cement it in, and for the rest of your life, you'll be drinking water. And again, like I said, you'll thank me later. If you can, drink coffee. I'm telling you, one of the best aids for weight loss is coffee. It's a gift. Accept it. You know, a lot of people, they can't understand how anything is good tasting, like coffee, can be good for you. Right? You know how many people came into my office and loved Pepsi? They loved it. Or Coke. I got to have a Coke a day. I said, no, you don't. It ain't good for you. But coffee is good for you. Plus, it tastes good. It's a gift. You have no idea how many people, even today, I'll get pushback on that. Well, coffee. Yeah, coffee, no good for you. Dr. Martin calls it the real vitamin C, and people, they get a migraine when I say that. One of the best things you can drink for weight loss, water, flush. And coffee. Coffee helps to stabilize insulin. Insulin is a fat-storing hormone. Coffee helps with insulin. Helps with a lot of other things. Enjoy it. You're drinking a supplement. And it's so good for you. And it tastes good. It's a gift. Accept it. You got to receive the gift. Accept it. Just say, oh, gee. Don't feel guilty. I get such a kick out of that. Okay. Okay. Well, we might do this in 2 parts. I don't know. I got a couple of other points I wanted to make. Okay? I got a couple of points I wanted to make. But anyway, we'll do it. We'll either do it tomorrow or we'll see. Okay? I got a couple of other real good studies that came out. I want to pontificate on those things. Okay? I think you'll find them interesting like I do. Guys, once again, what's Friday? Q&A. Send your questions in. Okay? info@martinclinic.com. info@martinclinic.com. Tell your friends about the Doctor Is In podcast. They can get it on their smart device. Leave us some love. Leave a review. Okay? It's your way of showing love to our podcast. Okay? And I know you guys love me. You wouldn't be even beyond. Okay? Love you guys. Talk to you soon.